Humana.
Tits.
Ass.
Ass. Balls.
Very easily done. You know that.
Cunt.
Wow.
Pussy. Hey, have I told y'all my dream? Have I told y'all my dream?
No.
My lifelong dream is to have a charcuterie board carved in the shape of vagina lips. So it'll be a charcuterie board.
I love that that's what we go live with.
Yep.
That needs to be live for a minute, and I'm already thinking, okay, someone clip that.
Yep, this is how we get banned. The charcuterie board.
No, but imagine each little fold you can put different stuff in, and then the clit is.
I'm going to be curious, and I'm gonna look it up.
I don't think there's anything like it.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was.
If there is, I think I'm gonna have to buy it immediately.
I am Googling it. Charcuterie board in the shape of a vagina.
Oh my god, please.
I would literally, honestly, go on Etsy, just type in
vagina dessert board on Etsy. What?
There we go.
What?
Yeah,
there it is.
It's always Etsy.
It's always.
Oh no, I
Etsy.
looked and it's. Oh, hold on. Let me actually search. It might have been a recent search from somebody. It's not popping up on Etsy. Damn it.
Aw.
You know what that means.
To make one.
There's a demand.
Veronica Kire's Magical Vagina Cutting Board by Mounds of Venus. It's on Society 6. You could get a cutting board that has artwork of a vagina on it. On Society.
No, I found a charcuterie board.
You did?
I found a charcuterie board.
Oh my god, share it with the group.
Oh my god.
I really want to see what happens when that gets delivered.
It's not as glorious as I imagined it personally. However, it is a
my god. Okay, I found charcuterie boards that are shaped like the food layout is a vagina.
I really can't. If you order that, I need to see what happens when it gets delivered to your minister parents' house.
Well, see, the thing is, they already know that she wants it.
They do!
Honey!
Of course they do! Of course they do!
I can imagine your dad.
Let's be honest, it's Den Mom and Den Dad.
And Mom and Dad.
Yeah, they're gonna call from across the house. Honey, your vagina has arrived!
Hello, anyone who is watching.
Honey, your gender has arrived.
Your gender has arrived.
We can now order gender online through Etsy.
Yes.
Okay, let's be fair.
Support
That's the
small
future of the internet.
businesses. Buy your gender off of Etsy.
Wait,
Yes,
so that if
yes.
someone steals your charcuterie board, then is that gender identity theft?
Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, I've joked about it with my family.
Wait,
and
if your gender package gets lost, is that gender dysphoria? We have fun here with our.
You wouldn't illegally download a gender. Gender piracy is a crime.
I really want the charcuterie board right now.
Get it?
I'm not sure how my mother and father would actually feel if I bought it and received it. They probably think I was ridiculous and question me a lot. However,
they would give you this look.
Have it sent
They
to
would
a
be
trusted
concerned.
acquaintance's house, and then pick it up from there.
However, I found a taxidermy mouse dressed like Shakespeare holding a skull, and my mother from then on started looking up dressed up mouse taxidermy.
Oh my god, that is so
Which
cute,
there is
actually.
quite a bit, and that was it was a very common thing.
Yes.
In
She actually
France?
she thinks
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very,
'Cause
very
the French
cute.
are weird.
So just so you understand the level of my parents,
That actually sounds
fine with the
really cute.
they're fine
It
with
is.
the
You look 'em
charcuterie
up.
board when it stays as a joke, and then if I get a charcuterie board, they might be a little weirded out. However, mouse taxidermy is fine. Dead corpses around, that's fine.
Priorities.
She can excuse mouse taxidermy. It just reminds me,
Wait a
the
minute.
inside joke my parents had is my mom was like, I'm either going to marry you or I'm going to buy a plant and just take care of that plant forever. So 1 year on their anniversary, my dad asked me to go to Hobby Lobby, get a fake shrub, and attach a picture of him to it. So he could present it to my mom for their anniversary. She still has that shrub somewhere.
Okay, but I have another question. If you get the charcuterie board and then you wash it, does that make it a wop?
Well, you know what
Are
happens
you
to
just
wood?
douching the
It smells.
charcuterie board?
Use only
No.
warm water.
Don't
And
use
don't
harsh
use soap.
chemicals.
No
Use
scented
soap.
soaps.
No scented soaps. No parabens or dyes. We are
We only-
6
we-
minutes in.
we know what happens to wooden boards when they get wet. They swell.
Oh,
Random
fun fact,
segue.
those bits do swell.
Random segue that I hope will somehow get us on track. I doubt it will. Something I found on Twitter. Why is male country music like hot girls and teeny tiny shorts, I will make you my wife, bear my children, front porch, family values, casseroles, and female country music is like, oops, I killed my husband.
You're
It
not
is.
wrong. You are
It
not
is.
wrong. I grew up on that shit. You are not wrong.
I mean,
Oh,
have
yeah.
you
Oh,
have
Oh,
you
my
just
husband
listened-
cheated? Huh. I
Have
can
you
take care of
listened
that.
to Carrie Underwood and Miranda Lambert?
Come
Oh
on.
my
Yeah.
god, best mashups ever.
Yes.
I love when they
I
work
mean,
And
together.
if a man,
I love how Carrie Underwood went to smashing out the headlights of her cheating ex's car to running over her cheating ex with his own car. Before he cheats, to 2 black Cadillacs Segway.
yeah.
And we should
Also-
probably start playing, and we are 8 minutes in, and I'm very concerned we're about to turn into a true crime podcast.
I mean, we could.
We
We
could.
easily could.
We could, but we shouldn't.
What's also funny is if it's a man writing a song about cheating, it's about another man cheating. It's like, it wasn't me. It was that guy over there, storming out, thunder rolling. That guy
That's
over there
actually kinda-
wasn't me.
That's actually kind of true as well.
Fun fact, the Thunder Rolls had a 3rd verse where the wife is fed up and kills her husband.
I know. I love that. I love that so much. It's a great verse too, but they
Yeah.
couldn't put it on. the
They
radio.
they couldn't put it on the album, so they can only ever play it live.
Why do you think that there aren't so many female serial killers out there? There's
They
a
don't
lot
get
of them
caught.
that you haven't found.
They don't get caught.
No, they don't.
Because we know
And
how
this
to
is
deal with
not
blood.
us romanticizing serial killers. We just
Not at all.
acknowledge the fact women know how to cover their tracks.
That and
Especially
they
how to
are
clean
not
up
as
blood.
likely to be
Suspected.
accused of serial crimes.
Yeah. Which
Friends
is
with
why
passion,
every
yeah.
time I watch Criminal Minds and you find out midway that that the unsub is female, you're like, wow, I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Well, that depends on the season. Because sometimes
Yeah.
they're like, here it is.
The dolls one was creepy. Okay, let's
Oh.
let's get to playing.
All right, do we have any announcements before we get started?
I am tired and gay. Also,
Fair.
tomorrow is Queer Questers, so make sure to check that out at Ryan the Enchanter on Twitch. And we should have a session of Clone Wars this week, I believe. It's a
Think
Clone Wars
so.
week.
I think you do because you didn't play last week.
Yeah, we
Yep.
have a Clone Wars week this week. We just finished up Life Day.
Yeah,
So we
Nice.
get to do return gifts to the Coruscant Walmart after Life Day session.
we did.
We left poor Kolro all alone in the Jedi Temple. He's got no friends to hang out with.
He's a loner.
Yeah. That boy needs a hug, honestly.
He really does.
With all the shit
He
he's
needs a
gone
hug.
through with his Jedi Master, he needs a hug. Also, GKC is this Friday.
Yeah.
Get excited, bitches. We are on the high seas. Finally on the high seas.
Tales of Yggdrasil will be recorded this week again, not streamed.
Oh, I
'Cause-
thought you were not doing it at all.
I have decided I am going to.
Put it in the group because we might have been like, oh, we're not playing on Thursday. Maybe we'll finish the one shot.
I will do. But yeah, we will be playing this week, but not streaming. Because I'm still having issues.
If it lasts longer than 4 hours, see a doctor. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Mm-hmm. Sure you do.
I know I'm gonna get my ass handed to me tonight.
Hey, Candela, why'd you do that? I don't know. Something in the ether told me to.
Also, in all seriousness, guys, if my humor gets to be too much, put me in fucking check. Because I know I can get raunchy.
I was just about to be like, I'm a doctor.
If it lasts longer than 4 hours, see Brian.
I can help.
He's a medical professional.
Was it
Okay.
I am a professional.
Anyway.
Medical.
Lots of
Don't-
fun.
Y'all,
Any
I
last
took
minute
two.
announcements?
I took 2 exams today. Please don't do this to my brain. I have an announcement.
Yes.
I heard a rumor. They're putting freaking chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay. Do you understand that? But more importantly, my frog needs a name. So if you have any suggestions, message
Leopold.
me or drop them.
Theodore.
Leopold Theodore.
Sir Leopold Theodore of Lilypad
Brunswick.
Lane.
Okay, Sir Leopold Theodore
Brunswick.
Brunswick of Lilypad Lane. It's
Yeah, that
perfect.
sounds about as complicated as we would normally be. Yes,
I
that makes sense
would
for
write
us.
Yeah.
it out if you need me to.
I need to write it down. But it's perfect. I love it.
Write that down.
Thank you. And that's all from me for Sir
Leopold
Leopold
Theodore Brunswick
Theodore.
of Lilypad Lane.
Brunswick.
The third.
Lilypad Lane the third. Yes. It's perfect.
Oh my god, this is just the Percy DeRollo of frogs.
Somebody
I wanna
get
give
this
him
man a
little
gun.
glasses.
Somebody get this
Someone give
frog
her
a
glasses
gun.
and a gun.
I'm gonna give him little glasses,
And a
little
gun.
spectacles.
You have
I
your
also
backup
wanna-
character for Humblewood.
Wait, is that the leader of the frog army?
Somehow
Oh, no.
transported to the crazy land of Allure.
Oh
No, that's what's
Don't
gonna
let her
happen.
down.
Sir Leopold Theodore Brunswick of Lilypad Lane III is the leader of Ingera's frog army, and then at full maturity, once they probably save the world, he is magically transported to another dimension and is a big boy.
I
Oh
love
my
it.
God.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Perfect. All right, Hannah, take it away. You know, you have some material to work with now.
Does anybody have any last minute announcements before we get started?
I just have
No.
a theme song to play. Okay, I'm good.
I love y'all. Okay.
Before we
We're
get
all
started.
very tired and gay and
Except
marked.
for me. We're all
We're freaking
African-Americans.
LGBTQs plus Hannah. We're
Was-
rocking with Hannah because
Hannah.
Hannah's rocking with us.
Is mom still in the next room?
No, she's downstairs.
Okay.
I'd say you're classically gay. Like you're
I'm
very
gay.
happy.
I'm gay, dabba dee
Dabba
da
bye,
bye, gabba
dabba
day, dabba bye, gabba gay da bye.
I'm gay, dabba dee, now I'm bi, now a dee, now a do, now I'm gay, now I'm bi. I wanna hear a full version.
Okay, so follow me on Alpha Hannah 5311 on TikTok, Instagram, and on Archive of Our Own, so you can read my Firebite series if you like Marvel, DC, superheroes, things like that. A good enemies to lovers arc. Yeah, go and read it. I have
And-
8 chapters up.
And follow her YouTube channel because soon you'll be seeing our collaborative Winx D&D campaign.
Mhm.
Still working on it.
Yep.
We're very
getting
far
there.
though. We're very far.
Anything else?
Nope.
No? Cool. Last time. Oh Lord, no. Okay, so last time, as the group was heading back from Fort Anastasia, they all noticed with a good perception roll that the ghost of Anastasia Ashkala was floating on the top of the fort, looking down at them and saluted them with her hand over her heart. Candela and the others decided to either kneel down or bow in some way for respect of her, because she founded all of Ashkala, basically. I mean, it's kind of named after her for a reason. So, Calypso had a sudden flashback, speaking directly with Queen Anastasia, when she said, "May Darien help us all." Her ghost bowed her head to the party, disappeared, and the air of silence over the fort returned back to the natural sounds of nature, and the birds were able to fly over it again. The party decided to leave and head to the monastery of Darien back in Ashkala. Celine told the party that once they got to Aldebaran, she would have to part ways for her own business to attend to. Fractum also approached Calypso about the strange expression that she had on her face. They asked if she wanted to open up, though she chose not to. Fractum handed her a dagger for protection, since they don't know if she will ever accept their help. As she went to put the dagger into her pouch, the blade was immediately dull. Once the party got to Aldebaran, Celine parted ways with the party and handed Candela her own personal bird tassel so that they could communicate. After a few moments, Candela approached Celine again and handed her own to her and gave her a hug. The entire party was very happy for them. Uriel decided to go home while the party went to the monastery. Uriel talked with his father about his mother, found her journal, telling about how she wanted to help her family in exchange for small jobs. They had a good talk about the Circle of Light and what they stand for. His dad went to take a fat nap while Uriel asked Batia for help. She said to stick close and to look at the bigger picture. The rest of the party went to the monastery, and Candela said hello to Jerry, who was expecting his second child with his wife, which is good news, especially after they were struggling for a while.
Yeah.
Calypso left to go to the training grounds, while Inga attempted to sneak away. She unfortunately stepped on a creaky floorboard, to which Candela gave her instructions towards the bathroom. She contacted her giant fish guy and told him about the ghost of Queen Anastasia and asked about souls and how they work. She also told him about Uriel's mother being a liegeman. Candela led the party to her own rooms for the evening, but once everyone was settled in, everyone went to the mess hall to eat dinner and heard a familiar voice next to them say, "Oh, we're all together now? Let's say grace. Grace!" So, once upon a time, you guys
Long
are-
ago.
how was that? So you guys are all sitting in at the dining table in the mess hall in the monastery. You guys are getting ready to eat dinner, and suddenly you hear Raz's voice chiming inside you guys. What do you guys want to do?
The vein that has been protruding on Uriel's forehead since he arrived at the monastery pulses like.
Funnily enough, Darwin has the same vein. Just
Rectum goes in for a big hug.
Heroes is gonna go, oh, hello.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Oh, it's very wonderful to see you too, darling.
Candela is just going to face forward, gripping her fork in her hand, and just think to herself, like, Tia Peppa, clear skies, clear skies.
Where was Darwin sitting? Because I know that I had to dip early last session.
Well, there's the table is one of those long tables. You guys could either be sitting on one side or some of you are on opposite sides. It doesn't really matter. Which side would you like to be sitting across from your friends or next to them?
I mean, if Candela was okay, Darwin will kind of like would. Darwin's already like instinctually, without noticing, like as many opportunities as he can to sit next to Candela.
You'll just see that she is just gripping her fork and just staring straight ahead.
Yeah, so you guys, Candela and Darwin, you guys are across the table from Liraz. I'm guessing Fractum is directly next to Liraz. Uriel, Calypso, and Inga can choose which side they want to sit at.
More than likely, he's probably sitting somewhere. Well, would have been Liraz probably appeared behind or beside him because that's what she always fucking does.
Well, she's actually sitting on the edge of the table, so she has a seat. You guys just have not noticed that she was there. Like she wasn't there one moment and then is suddenly there. You're like,
yeah, like he said, she suddenly just appears today. Like, ah,
you bitch.
Darwin just turns to Candela with the look of, where the fuck did she come from?
I didn't see her when we walked in. I swear she teleports.
Is she secretly a god and just follows us everywhere?
I don't know, and at this point, I'm afraid to ask.
Uriel's close enough, and he looked at them. If she's a god, we're fucked. If she's like this and a god, we are so screwed.
It would kind of explain why she's so fucking old.
Yes, Inga.
You have a point.
During their conversation, I'm going to take a nearby grape and throw it at her.
Okay. I guess roll an attack.
Oh, we're gonna roll?
Who's one of our friends?
Who wants to roll?
If it's an attack, I will take it.
Okay.
Okay. What is your modifier?
It's an improvised weapon, right?
If it's a thrown, so it's range, so Dex
Range.
modifier.
Okay, so
Okay.
your dex mod.
It is +2.
Shoot, that is a 14.
14. Yeah. With that, you throw the grape, and it does that little clink, like right on her temple. She goes, "What was that?" I swear to gods, if they're the spiders again.
I don't think she's anything mighty.
It's all an act.
Is there a reason that you're here?
Me?
Yes.
Yes. Actually, I came here for dinner. I was invited.
Invited by who?
She turns as the head of the monastery comes in. Your mentor.
Oh God.
Candela.
Head of the monastery.
Morrison
Karnesh.
Morrison Karnesh walks in and he goes, "Ah, I see everyone is together."
I'm gonna look around. Is one of my teachers, Valerius, also at the table? Is he there?
Not at this current moment.
She'll just look to Karnesh like,
What?
I'm gonna have to talk to you later, Master.
He sits down and he turns to Liraz and says, "How are you, my dear?" "I'm just fine."
I like how that was like this, and there's just like you gestured to all of me.
To all of me.
Good sir.
Yes.
I promise you, I do not mean to be rude with this question, but what is your relationship with Liraz here?
Well, truth be told, she comes in every once in a while and, much like others, tries to commune with Darion, as others do. She sometimes comes in more frequently than others, but has a tendency to kind of run wherever she pleases. And like you can see in the corner, Liraz is like picking earwax out of her ears.
Braxton's gonna lean over while she's doing that and be like, "I love your brooch. There's got to be a story behind it. Can you?"
Yes, my brooch. Yes, actually, I was very proud of it. I made it myself.
So lovely.
Oh, thank you. You're such a darling. Hold on. I have a thing for you. And she
No, please. I could
like digs out a singular chicken wing bone.
You are too kind to Liraz. Thank you so much.
Ariel is just eating, so
You're
he
welcome.
doesn't say something. He's like, I have to keep my food in their mouth so that I don't mouth off in front of the nice monk. He was very nice to invite us for dinner. I do not want to say something that will get me thrown out the goal.
The food is actually very good.
I don't think he's eaten since they left for the. He's probably very hungry. Just like,
Down initially raised his hand to ask for ale, and it's like, no.
It's a dry monastery.
Immediately puts hand down. Do you have
Dowan is
tea?
wondering if we have alcohol, Master.
Well, we don't have ale specifically, but we do have some wine that I can grab. Unfortunately, we are in short supply, so I would only be able to bring in maybe one bottle for all of us to share.
That is not necessary. I'll happily take a tea.
A tea. We can absolutely get you a tea. And he
Candela
turns
immediately
some of the
reaches
others.
up and puts her hand against Dowan's forehead. Are you sick?
No, I'm trying to be respectful. Now get
Okay, just asking. We're mostly dry monastery, but we're not savages. We do have wine.
Yeah, drinking in the monastery is not foreign. It's not outlawed necessarily. They just don't throw big parties. You know what I mean? It's not a goal to get drunk in these monasteries.
Nope.
I'll
There was
happily-
Freddy at least 5 years ago. He tried to party once.
It did not end well.
No. That's why we're only allowed one bottle of wine at dinner from now on. And
You're
with
gonna
us
have to
already
tell me.
being in short supply, that rule's definitely enforced.
You're gonna have to tell me that story later.
It was pretty funny.
Darren's just eating away, but also just keeping an eye on Calypso every now and then.
Why? Can't imagine. She's not very talkative. She's just staring off, obviously not paying any attention to any of you, eating relatively quickly. Like she's trying to get back to the training ground.
Roll me a quick wisdom save.
Me?
Yes.
I don't wanna. 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, so you're kind of shoveling away at your food. You suddenly hear Darion's voice in your head, and if you weren't so concentrated, you know, it definitely would have spooked the hell out of you. But in your head you hear his voice say, "Why aren't you talking with the others?"
She just does one of those. She's just like, and continues to eat, ignoring.
Why don't you, maybe make some friends?
Continues to ignore.
You're kind of in my temple. At least would show some respect to the others around you.
It.
Rectum laughs at something Lyra says and like snorts a little bit of like liquid out of their nose. That is hilarious.
Candela has relaxed at Lyraz's presence, and she is just chowing down on food.
Yeah, Liraz is kind of like, she's doing like Fractum's hair and putting in like an assortment of beads and weird knickknacks.
Yes. Oh, will you use the bone to tie the knot in the back?
You know, I wasn't thinking about that, but now that you said that, I'm absolutely going to.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well, unless you needed a conversation with us while we're here, I appreciate the meal, and she'll get up to leave.
Roll me charisma save, please. What'd you get?
That I just, I don't think I'm very successful.
What did you get?
From this table. Hold on.
Oh no. You got a 1, didn't ya?
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh.
I don't think I'm very successful.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's a whole ass 1 right there.
Ooh, that is that's a 1. That is a 1 right there. Yeah, so so you go to stand up and you feel your muscles tense, and it's that halfway standing up and you go and you're like pushed back down into your seat.
My tattoo doing that weird glowing thing when it's like behave.
Yep. And for a split moment, you swear that you could see his mortal siren form like disappear from the doorway. And you just hear him in your head say, "Why don't you just sit down, have a drink? Yes, I'll allow you to have a drink. not heartless, and have some fun with your group.
Does that one notice this? Like the whole just
Roll perception, and Calypso, if you're trying to hide it, roll deception.
I think she's too pissed off. Plus, like I said, her tattoo's actively glowing. I don't know if she can hide that.
Fractum's laughing in the corner and is now braiding Liraz's hair.
Oh, I love it. I love it. She's like, oh, make sure to do a fishtail braid. I like those.
Absolutely. My aunt actually taught me how to do that.
Oh, and a Dutch braid.
You know,
I don't know what Dutch is.
You know, but... Dutch? Yes, I've heard of that. It's a type of oven.
Damn it, Brian.
This is Liraz, and then Fractum's gonna just punch her like gently on the shoulder. Like, I'm just kidding. I got you.
Cool.
18 perception.
18. And Calypso, you're not hiding it?
She looks very angry, and she's like kind of still has her hand on the edge of the table, and she's still trying to push herself up, and it's not working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Darwin, you definitely see this.
Calypso, everything okay?
Fucking peachy.
Would you like a drink?
She just glares. I'd rather not.
Darwin is going to take an empty mug and pour some. You don't know what it is, but it's a brownish clear liquid. And slides it over to Calypso. Gesture of good faith. I'll have it known that Darwin is trying to hide the smuggest of grins.
She looks furious, and then eventually she just kind of like pushes off and then leans back in her seat with her arms crossed.
Well, it's there if you want it.
Typing things down.
I'm making a note of that.
This is really funny.
DM.
Yes.
I would like to divine sense.
Mm-hmm.
You can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet.
And you just cast that at will, right?
Yeah, it's just a sort of like.
Okay.
It's less of a like active spell and just more of a take a moment and.
What do you do? What's happening?
Yeah, so you cast the spell. As of right now, you don't sense anything out of the ordinary.
Fractum's headband that they wear, that's like a braided cord, does glow with celestial energy. Just a heads up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the only thing that you see glowing is Fractum's headband then.
But my tattoos do anything?
It doesn't
did it say divine?
It's less of celestial energy, but more like actual celestial creatures or fiendish
Mm.
creatures or undead.
Okay.
So I don't think it would pick up items. It picks up creatures
Okay.
or entities.
Just a heads up, the cord of my headband is literally my celestial patron's main hair, so it is a part of them. So it would
That actually might pick it up. Yeah.
it's how I get my energies.
In that case, and I'll know the location of it as well, because it's not behind cover within 60 feet. So Darren's gonna sense that and looks over to you, Fractum.
The frog. Oh, I love it, Lyra. It's just so funny.
Lyra's
Oh, hey, Darwin.
owl, Rue, is
Mhm.
like sitting on her lap. He is currently taking a nap. He's got his little head
Oh.
curled.
But Fractum, do you mind if we have a chat later?
Always. I enjoy talking with you. Lyra's just told me the funniest joke about a frog. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, sure. Liras, do you
What?
drink Liras?
Do I? Well, of course I drink. If anyone drinks the water, tea, I can drink cranberry juice. I can.
I be nice to the old lady. Be nice to the old lady.
What do you mean? Can I drink? Of course, anyone can drink.
Do you drink alcohol?
Oh, that. Can I? She turns. It like pokes Rue's little head. And like does it. Looks up at her.
That would never get old. Never.
He's like, what? He's like, I'm sorry to interrupt you with your sleeping, but I have to know, can I drink? He goes,
Not with your blood pressure meds.
and Ryu does a ruffling of his feathers before like slowly nodding, but she's already turned her head and goes, no.
Okay. Looks
At least
towards
that's
the
what
owl.
Rue says.
Looks towards the owl. So no homemade stuff.
Rude looks at
And
you.
like
Goes,
it- Hey, you've had a day. Do you want to try some of my homemade stuff?
He just kind of slides his cup over. He doesn't even look at you. He just slides the cup over.
He pours it. Now, it looks like a brownish liquor, but the smell. How can I put it? Imagine Everclear, like the smell of Everclear on steroids.
He's like,
I just had some college war flashbacks with that.
ah, yes, many a party. I remember this. He just kind of blinks for a minute. Sits down the mug. Yeah, Frank gets his last spoonful of food, and then just takes it down to like a shot.
roll me a con save.
Mm-hmm.
My constitution, not a fire.
How
Ooh.
strong is this Darwin?
Basically, what I envision is a mix of malt scotch and Everclear. So yeah.
So like white lightning.
No.
No. Okay. Worse.
Yeah.
Roll with disadvantage.
Oh,
I
good.
don't
This is
know. No, I don't think it would be disadvantaged. Just
Okay.
quite a high
And
DC.
just a
Well, I mean, either way, I'm in trouble because that's my dump stat.
which
No,
can't-
not onto the keyboard. Not onto the key. Keeps wanting to roll this way. That's save. Yeah, no, that's a 16.
No, you go to down it. You think that you're pretty confident, and it burns all the way down, and it catches you where you have that like little hiccup before it's like just death. And you're like hacking up along.
That'll put hair on your chest.
Mhm.
I have had taste of your poison. Literal poison.
Candela
Oh,
is eyeing this flask curiously now.
Oh,
Well, I mean, you got the freaking divine hot wings.
She's just like,
I'm
I
adding
can
that.
survive this.
possibly one of the most important impulse roles of Darwin's life.
Uriel just points it down. I'm adding that to your list of crimes. I'm keeping track.
How have you managed to find that amount of paper?
I'm a politician.
Slides into Candela.
My first sip of alcohol ever. She fucking downs it.
Go,
no!
go, girl. Con save. Let's go.
Con
Con
save.
save.
As soon as she downs it, she looks down and congratulations, you killed the chosen one.
It's fine. My master's nearby. He can heal me. 12.
Nope.
Oh, no.
It burns all the way down.
Oh,
You get that hiccup, and you'll want to cough real bad.
Always watching, Wazowski.
Breathe, child.
By this point in time,
She like literally spits fire.
yeah, by this point in time, Uriel, it kicks in for you, where you start to feel it. You're like, oh.
Candela, being a white fire phoenix, literally starts to spit fire.
Mhm.
If there were candles unlit on the table, they're lit now.
Darwin's eyeing the flask. Well, apparently this is flammable now.
Yes, Inga.
Inga is like gonna kind of like slide up and then kind of be like,
No,
I just want to dip my tongue in it and see what happens.
it's not going to be pleasant.
I don't need a sip, I just want to see.
Hold on. Hold on. Every child's gonna live once. He pours a tiny bit. Dip your pinky in that, and then taste.
So a roll con save.
Not me, because I rolled low.
Maybe not a con save. We'll do a con check.
Con check.
Who's doing
Okay.
What's the difference?
I went
So
last time.
on your sheet, it'll say saving throws. So instead of
Um,
using that modifier,
As
you'll
I
just
am
use
poisoning the
roll.
child, do you want me to roll?
Yes, you
Sure.
roll.
You roll for it.
You are responsible for her for what happens to the child.
13 plus your modifier.
Okay. So then I check in the saving throws instead of
So not the
no,
saving throws in the bar that has, or in D&D
In the
Beyond,
normal
it's that
stuff.
top. Yes.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then like where your constitution score is, and then
Yes.
modify either
that
below or
little
above.
plus or minus number.
Yeah. Okay, that's a +3.
Plus 3. So
16.
16.
16.
So
That's exactly what I got.
yeah, you take the taste, and since you didn't down it, you didn't actually like consume it. You go like, oh, whoa, like it burns. It's a lot, but
But
It's
it's
not
like
gonna
a
get you
little
drunk.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna
Yeah.
get you drunk or anything like that.
It,
You can see why everyone's coughing.
Okay. Oh, that is beyond tart. Okay. Good luck. Shit.
and for final measure,
Oh, okay. Bye, Dad. All right. It was nice knowing you.
what are you
I was
talking
just
about?
gonna-
I made this myself. That's good stuff.
Ingar's gonna sit next to
cheating.
Calypso. Whoever Calypso's next to, she's gonna scooch herself right next to her.
Gotcha.
Just push someone off their chair and take it over.
Move, bitch.
I think that's the best. Yeah.
Hi. You went to the training grounds, right? Is there any chance you'll go back?
That's the plan, she says, kind of like gritting her teeth.
Can I go with you and do a little practice dueling?
You want to practice dueling?
Yeah. Like against you, if that's okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, whenever you're ready. It's up to you.
She's gonna try and use this as an opportunity to try and get up again.
Okay.
Doesn't work.
Well, since Ingar is going with you, you don't feel any resistance. So you are free to roam now. But you have the child with you now.
Ingar's trying
could kinda
so
feel
hard
if,
to act
like-
cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys leaving? Are you stepping out?
Oh, we're just gonna go to the training grounds.
Oh,
Maybe do a little practice fighting. It's nothing. It's nothing. Not too big.
you're going to duel. Liras, excuse me. I'll join you. I need some fresh air anyway.
Oh,
Of
Okay.
course, it's turning it into a giant party.
Your favorite.
Oh.
Stay here a bit.
Please don't die. Please don't. We need to have a sleepover today.
She has grabbed one of the pitchers of water on the table, has pushed her glass aside, and has just started to drink from the pitcher. This is
Gotcha.
my pitcher now. I'll wash it later.
Okay.
Darling, you put your tongue down first. When you shoot back alcohol, you don't let it sit in your mouth.
Candela just flips Calypso off.
Morrison goes, Candela.
But
She-
you
she's
haven't had to
rude.
travel with her.
She's rude, but she's right, dear. Let me know if you need anything later. I can heal you.
Fine.
Okay.
She goes
By
back
the
to
way-
chugging the pitcher of water.
The fire breath was awesome, by the way.
Thanks. I can't feel my taste buds now.
As you guys start to get up from your seats, Liraz suddenly stands up and poor Rue is tumbles out of her lap and shakes his feather. Bitch, what the fuck? Hands up and she goes, wait a minute! Wait. I feel like I've forgotten something.
Quelle surprise.
Oh well. And just starts to walk away.
Okay.
Hi, Liraz. It was a pleasure to see you, dear.
Goodbye, dear.
Hi, Rue.
He hops off and takes flight to go catch up with her.
I have never related to a bird more in my entire life.
But you are a bird.
He just looks.
He like looks to a camera like he's in the episode of The Office.
Just like,
Mysterious nosebleed begins to form.
But you are a bird is the bird of the day. I award that a prize to Darwin, aka Mitch. You have won the prize. All
It,
five
it is the
are-
look to the camera that goes to a cut and is like, I have contemplated murder this day.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You are a bird cross campaigns.
I am.
Yeah, true.
Just I'm putting that out there.
Yeah, and the other bird I am is an owl.
Mm-hmm.
Darwin is going to look to Mentor Morrison.
Mhm.
Do not mistake there's more as just a gesture of goodwill, but want to try some?
God, you're gonna get the head of the fucking
Thank you.
monastery drunk.
Very much. Thank you very much, but I will decline at the moment.
Probably best that you do. I'm actually running low.
That's water of the Nine Hells. Don't drink it.
That's a good name for it.
No.
Why?
No, don't take that as encouragement.
Darwin,
I need-
you remember the bar in Cinder, in Ember, correct? The nice gentleman who
Oh, yeah.
gave us those lovely drinks. If he tasted this and knew you made it, he would attempt to hit you with an axe. I am very certain.
That's a point. I need to get his opinion.
That's Duresh.
Yes.
Duresh.
Duresh.
Oh yeah, that's a point. I need to get his opinion.
We also need to check on our friend with the shop.
Harrison.
Harris. Yes.
So he kind of like, there's a moment where he almost doesn't say it, but then of course he's now sloshed. He's like, I am also loath to take you back to Ember.
I'm sorry, what?
Considering how he looks at him, consider your series of actions in Ember and why I might be a little hesitant.
Oh.
Yes, if you may have forgotten for a moment, but I haven't. I don't want to have to deal with that. However, we will need to go back at some point, so I'm going to have to deal with it.
Forget what? I don't remember anything right now. The alcohol has finally hit.
He is gone.
Do you remember when I you know what? I'm not gonna say it at the dinner table.
Well, yeah, we're all friends here. Morrison, Master, will you get mad?
Well, seeing as this is a monastery, whatever is confessed within its walls are meant to be kept private between speaker and God.
It's confidential, Darwin. Just tell us again. I'm sure Morrison's fucking concerned at this point because of Candela.
Morrison is just.
This is why she
Do
doesn't
you-
drink.
You remember when I chopped that prisoner's head off?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
that.
gnarly.
He was a racist fuck anyway.
It was still murder. That you definitely
I think
walked away from.
I think of it as pest control.
There is a visible crack. There's an audible crack in Uriel's neck. You cut his head off in front of me, most of the party, a general, and an entire guard garrison, and you got to walk out.
Pest control.
I should have left you in the cell.
We're going now, and you know that.
Morrison just goes,
Believe it or not, Master Morrison, this is a regular occurrence. Not me chopping the heads off prisoners, just this level of chaos.
why am I not surprised?
I mean, oh, does Darwin be a bit of a bitch right now, or does he not?
Let the dice decide.
I mean, let's just say Candela has been proven to be quite stealthy in certain scenarios.
Oh yeah, master. I was able to.
Sorry, DM moment.
Oh yeah, I completely.
Over, skipped over. Just okay. Sorry.
She's like, master, yeah. I was able to make my way through a tent unseen. Fractum, they made me invisible. No one heard me either.
My
Expertly
child,
done.
make sure that you drink water.
I've got my picture right here. And you see the picture is half drunk. But because she's never drank alcohol before, and she's tiny, she's a lightweight.
Oh my god, I'm so happy for Candela. But I also remember my first time being like, I don't understand the big deal about this. I feel good.
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
And that conversation in the car with my parents when they picked me up from the bars.
Oh,
I'm
as
like,
soon as she
I'm
lies
not
down,
drunk, I'm zipsy.
as
they're
soon as
like,
she lies
okay.
down in bed, she's gonna get the fucking swirlies. I just know it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the
I hate them.
worst.
I hate them so much.
Morrison will turn to Candela, just speak to her quietly and just say, Candela, when you have properly rested and when you have recovered fully, I would like to speak with you one-on-one, if possible.
Am I in trouble for sneaking around?
No, you're not in trouble. Actually, it has nothing to do with you.
Okay, because, like, it was super important. I was able to find, like, one of these, like, legendary crystals as I was doing.
Shush.
Oh, shh.
We'll need to talk about that later.
She blows a raspberry against her finger.
Another shot, Uriel.
I will set it and you on fire.
Lovely.
And she goes back to drinking her water and eating food. And then she's just like slowly beginning to nod off at the table.
Uriel kind of shakes his head, looking at her like, yes, memories.
At one point, she's like,
I'm pretty sure they like move the plate away from the base plate into the porcelain plate. Like
her head just goes thunk against the table. And she's out.
Memories.
Do you remember the first time that we went out on the night out together, Uriel? I'm pretty sure we're still banned from that pub.
That was after the basilisk attack. It was after the was it the basilisk after the attack on Preston?
No, that wasn't that wasn't the basilisk. That was the super weird goblins.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure if those were there or those were because of the alcohol.
I mean, Both.
I mean, we had absence from Creston. It could have very well been the alcohol.
Could very well been, but I'm pretty sure we're still banned from that pub.
I can't even remember the name of it, so I wouldn't know. I know we started into a building and ended up in the woods, which for me isn't as odd as it would be for you.
I mean, the weird thing is starting in the woods and then ending up in a building.
Yeah, because then you have to get other people have to endure whatever the fuck is going on with you.
I'm gonna take Candela to bed.
You do that.
Darren rises up. Bid you all a good night. I'm gonna take just one arm. This one.
She's
bed.
just like.
Candela, sweetie, taking you to bed, okay?
Oh, for the record, I'm talking this way for Uriel because he's.
I'll get some cookies in the morning, okay?
No.
All right.
No raisin.
Oh, you want oatmeal raisin? Did you want oatmeal raisin or no oatmeal raisin?
Oatmeal raisin dirt.
I'm gonna take that as a no oatmeal raisin.
Okay. Let's get you to bed. And just
She just ragdolls.
Like-
she just like if you put her on your back, she just ragdolls.
no. I don't know if your parents ever did this to you as a kid, but when you passed out, they would actually get your hands and hold you like that. My dad did it to me,
No.
but like takes both of your hands and kind of like holds you over basically like a backpack. It's like, all right.
Oh yes, the backpack.
Yes. Good night, all. Uriel, I strongly suggest sugar water. It will help. Trial and error.
A lot of error. A lot of error.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm talking like this as Uriel because his throat is fucked after that. Now after the alcohol.
Yeah. Actually, then we'll just stop and turn. Master Morrison, where is Candela's room?
Yes, it will actually be down that hallway there. Gonna take a right. It'll be the second door on your left.
Thank you.
he does that thing where like he kind of ruffles Candela's hair and says, "Good night, little one."
Little cinders fly from her hair because her hair is literally fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the tiniest smile.
Wait a second. Are you saying that she's Cinderella?
Oh my fucking god!
As soon as I heard you say Cinderella.
But like the modern version where she's like got tattoos and like is a badass.
No, Candela, Cinderella. I fucking hate it here. Canderella. Fuck me.
Cinderella!
I need art of this now.
And off we go.
Candela to bed.
Yes.
You find her room fairly simple. As soon as you walk through the door, you're like, oh yeah, this is Candela's room. Like she's got different like posters and pictures and things that she has up, certain knickknacks and collections that she's kept. It's very Candela.
Yeah.
That's
Most
that
of the
moment
stuff
of,
is
"Huh?"
like presents from her parents
Mhm.
that they've sent over the years.
Huh. Okay, I'm definitely in the right place. And just gently just. Now, Candela, if you can still hear me, you're gonna get something I like to call the swirlies when I lay you down. That's why I'm gonna have a basin by your bed.
I like to swirl around, spinning
You what?
like a ballerina.
You're not gonna like this one, and let me tell you. 3, 2, 1.
Immediately,
Bam.
instinctively, head over and just retches into the basin.
There it is. Darwin does that. You know that like that friend thing when someone's throwing up, they're just like there.
Yep.
Okay, let it out.
I'm not gonna mimic the noises, but
Yeah.
she's her dinner is gone.
That's not
Insert
fun.
Noises.
You good? You better now? Congratulations.
She
You're-
passes
you're-
out again. She's just hanging off the bed, passed out.
Darwin gets Candela situated in the bed, like on her side, because
Yeah.
last thing you want to do is
Yeah.
and has a cold rag on her forehead. That will help.
There's steam rising off the face. She's a phoenix.
It's that fresh hot walk sound.
Yeah. It's like when you drop an egg onto a freshly greased skillet.
Oh, I really want fried eggs. Fuck.
I must confess that I feel like a monster. Sorry, you said skillet.
Ah. Shine like a rocket up into the sky. Nothing can stop me tonight. You make me feel invincible.
Invincible and
Oh god.
it's like a hurricane.
All right.
Okay, sorry.
Tucked in and just you won't be fine in the morning. It's like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. You're not gonna be okay.
She is stone cold.
And I walk away.
I'm gonna move over to Fractum first, and then we'll get to the others. Fractum, is there anything that you would like to do?
Oh, Fractum went with Calypso.
Oh yeah, that's right. You went.
And,
The three of you went. That's right.
Yeah. I didn't want to.
Correct. Ha! I was testing you. See if you remembered. Totally. Aha!
I save.
Okay, I'll get to you three in just a
Yeah,
moment.
we all know DMing gets a little confusing. It's all good.
I totally know what I'm doing. Uriel. So everybody has effectively gone to bed. Fractum, Calypso, and Inga have gone to the training grounds. So Uriel, what would you like to do? Uriel.
Yeah.
The others have gone training. The others have gone to bed. What would you like to do?
I'm going to eat I'm going to eat one of the buns of bread. As I try and figure out what.
We still have all that fucking bread.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. He's going to procure some of the bread and eat it so that he can, he'll be functionally able to walk. Soak up all the alcohols. And it's kind of like rubbing his temple. I don't know the master is still there if he wandered off somewhere. He's just like,
The master is there. He's finished his meal and is standing up, probably to leave, but he definitely does like the little bow and says, "Please excuse me. I'm going to get some rest because tomorrow the children have their own training and it is going to be a very long day."
oh, I can believe it.
But please make yourself at home, enjoy your stay, and if you need anything, please do not hesitate to ask.
Your hospitality precedes you.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening.
And he walks away to go go have a fat nap.
I guess once Uriel is sure he isn't going to faceplant as he gets up, he might meander over toward the training yard. Sort of more like he's taking a walk to and he's kind of like muttering to himself like the whole time, just all the trying to figure out how he's gonna articulate things, and the alcohol is not helping him do that. Just like,
Yeah, that's fair.
He's just like he catches himself like almost raising his voice a couple times, like trying to like he's about to shout at the person who's not there. It's just like he's like, wait, hold on, wait, forehead.
All right.
Yeah, he's gonna head towards the training yard.
Okay. Calypso, Inger, and Fractum, you all are at the training grounds. Are you guys currently training? Are you getting ready to? Just kind of talking, hanging around? What you guys doing?
Well, I wanted to challenge Calypso to a duel, mostly for my personal practice, because I know that she's fine.
It's time to duel.
So Calypso is actually going to do something that no one's actually seen her do yet. She's going to pull out her shield and the mace that she has hanging on her hip. She never uses, and give them a few practice swings, trying to get reused to using them in her current state.
Okay.
Nice. All I have are daggers on spells. Do you have a mace? Awesome. Okay.
Well,
all right.
She's like not even like looking in your direction though. She is really just like in her own headspace.
Your opponent may have any weapon, not just what's easiest. It's best to practice with what you have.
Yeah, that's true.
Calypso, I presume that you're not going to try to hurt our little friend here.
Again, not even listening. She's just swinging.
All right.
I'm just thinking of the audio. I've come to cure your existence. Don't you mean illness? Nope. Pulls out a mace.
All right. Well, do you want to duel each other, Calypso?
What? I suppose that could be practice.
I mean, honestly, I was hoping it was more so practice for me, because like you're fine and you're a badass. I just like thought that maybe going up against someone who's like way more stronger than me would like help me to learn a little bit more.
I'm happy to be a referee here if you prefer. And if it gets a little crazy and Inga hurts you, I can heal you.
Well, I mean, are we going to like hurt each other? Or like just do some basic bapping till like somebody's like bapped enough?
I'm sure Calypso won't kill you.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
Calypso gets this look on her face. It starts to crawl into a smile and goes, I'll make you a deal. We can train against each other, fine. But we get to have a little conversation. You get to tell me about your friend. I'm
Trying to play dumb. Which friend? Candela? I mean, she's pretty great, you know?
Roll deception?
Extra spicy this evening.
Someone help roll deception.
Oh, I will since I'm here.
Oh, since you're here, yeah.
Just tell us what you rolled, Fractum, and then Ingo just add your mod on top of that.
So my dice are not friendly tonight. I rolled a 4.
Oh no.
I have a +7 in deception.
Ooh, okay. That's an
I roll
11.
That's
my
So
impressive.
insight.
11.
Dang. Okay. But
Should I roll my
Which is-
insight?
yes, roll
okay.
your insight.
So Fractum is going to stand between you and be like, talking is fine. No hits below the belt. I will heal you if it's necessary, but you guys are both talented enough that that shouldn't come to that. I want a good, clean fight. Conversation, to talk about whatever you want. And tell you what, Calypso, if Inga wins, we get to ask you questions.
I'm just gonna like cross her arms and be like, mm-hmm.
And in the unlikely event that Inga loses, you can ask me questions about my friend.
Oh,
I get to
yeah.
ask you both questions
Fair.
Yes.
because I rolled a 18.
Oh.
Because, my dear, you know exactly which friend I'm talking about.
Okay, but I don't know why you have to say it so like dark and conniving like that. Like I did something bad, and I don't. Okay. So
Oh,
are you ready to go?
Calypso didn't go to charm school, dear. All right. When I raise my hand and drop it, begin. And Fractum will take 3 steps back, pull out this really nice scarf, and raise it in the air. And then say begin as they drop it.
And that is where we're gonna take a 5-minute break to get water, use the bathroom, and whatever we need. That's a perfect segue.
We will be right back,
That's a great
ladies,
segue.
and
We'll be back.
gents. Okay, we're switching back to life for whoever's watching. Sup, bitches.
Sup?
Sup, little bitch.
All right. So, can I get Calypso and Ingar's initiative rolls, please?
And just for the record, Fractum off the table has counterspell ready in case it gets crusty. But also cure wounds on deck.
Cool. I will, how this will run is that instead of bringing you guys down to 0 hit points, we'll do 25. So whoever, hits 25 hit points first, yeah. So whoever loses 25 hit points first loses.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my god.
Actum, could you roll for me, please?
Who do you want to roll for you?
I mean, Fractum is here, but if somebody else would like to try, that's okay.
My rolls are garbage, but I don't mind.
I mean, so are mine. I rolled a 6 and
You
a
don't
8.
want me to roll for you.
You're doing combat, aren't you?
Yes.
How about Mitch? Mitch is good at that.
Aw.
Mitch is good at that.
That's fair.
Oh,
Also,
boy.
that
Oh
Okay.
no, the DM doesn't want me to kill the player. That's entirely fair.
We can't hear
You are muted. Look for the
All I have
light
to
star.
say, all I have to say is, and everyone except you, Inga, knows, I'm not using this die.
That
Bum, bum, bum.
one's a killer, bro.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So initiative rolls, please.
Do you want me to roll this as well?
Yes, please, if you could.
Okay. 11 plus your modifier.
Six.
So that's +2. My initiative modifier is a +2.
So 13.
13.
And Calypso, 6. Okay, so yeah, Ingar.
Combat. I suck.
Ingar gets to go first.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
I am actually I'm going to do a little why not? A little Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Go with some magic first.
Is that
So-
a roll to
Oh.
hit?
Yes.
If I remember
it should
correctly?
be rolled.
Yes,
Yes,
hit.
it is. How many blasts are you doing?
Please? Just
I believe
one?
it's 2.
Just
At this
one.
level, you should have 2.
Do I count?
2 blasts
Notes?
per attack. Or per action.
I trust that.
Okay. I rolled twice. So the first one is a 15 plus your modifier, your spell attack modifier.
That hits.
Trying to
And the
solve
second
this.
one is an 8
modifier
plus your
+4.
+4. So
So 8.
19 and then
12.
12 for the second.
The 19 hits, the 12 does not. Oh no, they both froze.
Oh,
Oh,
they both
no.
froze. Oh,
Okay,
there you
you're
are.
back.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hi.
It took a fat dump.
Good lord.
So, from what I heard, the first hit hits, the second one does not.
Correct.
Okay. So, Ingar, now you get to roll damage
Okay. That is
for just one hit.
1d10.
Okay, so roll a d10.
And that is that also plus the hit DC?
No, it is a
No.
straight D10 for Eldritch Blast damage. There's no modifier to it.
Okay, cool.
Unless it specifically says 1d10 plus something, you don't add anything.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. There's just a lot of buttons on D&D Beyond.
There's a lot of buttons, a lot of math. Which is ironic because I hate math, and yet here I am playing D&D.
So wait, you're using Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
Okay. Fractum is gonna like wave the handkerchief up.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, hold on, you're supposed to be dueling. Use your weapons.
You're not really
Well, I'm
they
a,
can
like
use spells.
an
spell
exercise
blocking
of
people.
everything.
I thought you wanted to be stronger, tougher, like Calypso.
Yeah, stronger and tougher in all aspects.
Oh, well, you're already a badass in some aspects.
No, but like, look at her. She's a fucking G. Come on.
I know. That's why we're practicing with the. Well, you know what? Do whatever you want, but try the daggers.
Calypso gets hit by the one, deflects the other one in the shield, and goes, "Mind your fucking business."
Ooh.
I'm an impartial referee, and then waves the flag again.
So how much damage did that make, Inger? So roll a d10.
That was
Did you
a
roll
me
it?
thing?
Yes, you need to roll a d10.
Okay. I'm confused. 3.
Great. So that means Calypso takes 3 points of damage.
All right.
All right, now it's Calypso's turn.
Calypso just smiles after saying that to Fractum and charges in and swings with the mace.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Seven. I think I'm going to use my
Guessing that
digitals.
doesn't hit.
No.
Nope.
It's just a few off. Just a few. Which is sad.
Okay, so Calypso misses. I'm guessing Inger probably sees you coming and goes right out of the way, right at the last second. She's a little springy.
Good dodge,
Yeah.
Inga. Good dodge, Inga.
Very skinny. Heh. Is there anything else that you can do here?
Yeah, is there anything else?
Not yet.
All right, then it's back to Inger.
Okay, so since she's like I dodged her attack, so she's technically like behind me a little bit.
Probably a little bit.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna
she would have
use-
spun with it so that she's still facing you.
Okay, I'm gonna lunge at her and try to use my daggers.
Okay, so roll to attack. Very amazing help, thank you. It's bouncing all over the place.
Bonkily, bonkily, bonk.
There we go.
17.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep.
Sorry, that's 17 total because I got your sheet up to help out. So
Oh, there you
it
go.
was
That
12 on the die plus 5 modifier.
Yeah, it hits.
Yep, so that hits. Roll damage, Inger.
Okay. How about 2? 3.
And
So another 3 points.
Awesome. Awesome. 2 hits, Inga. 0 for Calypso.
You know what? Maybe Calypso needs a extra helping hand with the dice rolls.
She's going to swing again with the mace. This actually works out with like her.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
All right, go ahead and roll, Calypso.
Does a 20 hit you?
I'd be surprised if it didn't. Honestly.
Yeah.
A
Ouch.
divine
Okay.
cloud comes down and says no. Just kidding.
So as you go to stab her, you catch like the side, and she just uses that to bring the mace down right in your back because that's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Oof, ow.
Okay, girl.
Right.
Wow. I got a collective 6. You just got a 6 straight up.
Well, little fun fact here: both of you are tied up now.
Yeah.
Really?
Tied in points now.
That's 2 hits, Inga, 1 hit, Calypso. But That was a good hit, Calypso.
That was a good hit.
That was good.
All right, now it is Ingar's turn, unless Calypso else.
Not yet.
Nope.
Keep it fair.
Okay.
Keep it fair.
So, back to Ingar.
Okay, this. Let's try a little hellish rebuke.
Oh.
So hellish rebuke should be a
Reaction.
reaction.
It's a
So that's
Oh.
not your action. So you can use it as a reaction to the fact that I just
Sure.
hit you, but then you still have an attack.
Right.
Or you don't have to use your reaction.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, now knowing that, because I don't think I quite read that right, I'm gonna save that for a second. Okay, I see. Okay, it was categorized under reactions in the large red text that I clearly don't have the brain cells to read. And okay. Can I use a ranged weapon at a close
You
range?
Can, but in close range it
Yes.
is disadvantage
Disadvantage.
unless you want to try and get out of my physical range and potentially
that would
provoke an
probably-
opportunity attack.
Yeah, opportunity attack.
Okay. Okay then. I'm gonna do that's an attack, right? Yes. I'm gonna do poison spray.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because I just did a little stabby stab.
And that
I'm
one
gonna go
you
with a
don't
little-
need to roll for that one, right? You just willingly do it.
That one should be a save.
Yeah, it should be a DC.
Con save.
Con save.
Yeah.
What's the DC on that?
15.
And it's con.
Yeah,
Mhm.
con save.
Okay, now I see. I don't know why I still can't like process.
21. These digital dice actually like me.
Phew.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on that one, do you not take any damage at all, or is it half damage?
It doesn't. I think poison
I think
spray
poison
is.
spray is a cantrip, which means it would be no
Creature
damage.
must
It's
succeed
hit or
on a
miss,
Constitution save. The spell's damage. Yeah. No. Okay, they're fine.
All right.
You're fine.
So then that
Yeah.
is your action. Would you like to do anything as a bonus action?
No, I'm okay. I'm just gonna kind of go. Shit.
Inga,
Okay.
believe in your strength.
I don't have much.
I know. You're still up by 1. You've got this.
I love how
Um,
encouraging Factum is.
Calypso.
Hit with the mace again.
Okay, roll to attack.
Does a 22 hit?
Oh my god.
If a 20 hit the first time, why do you think 2 higher would be any different?
Well, that's only 1 point of damage this time because the digital
Okay.
D6s are not as nice as the physical D6s.
That's all right. This is just a little duel.
All right, now it is
Low
back to
stress.
Inga.
Okay. Man, I'm gonna just go in with my dagger again. I have like
Do it.
multiple. Is it possible to like dual wield, or is that a special thing that you have to unlock?
So,
Go ahead.
sorry. So you do have 2 weapon fighting, which means you can attack again as a bonus action.
You
However,
just get no proficiency.
you get no
Uh,
proficiency, and technically it fucks with your spell casting because you
Got
can't
it.
do somatic components when you have 2 weapons in your hands.
You don't have
Oh, okay.
2 weapon fighting the feet. You just have 2 weapon fighting as the option.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay. Otherwise, you get everything, and it's amazing.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna just okay, good to know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go in with the stabby stab,
Okay.
Are you doing 2 attacks, or are you just doing the 1?
just the one.
Okay.
What'd you get?
That's a 9. That's a 19 on the die.
Yeah, that'll
so that hits. So roll for damage, Inga.
Okay.
Fractum's trying to be so hard to be like neutral, and it's just like, yes.
We're consistent here.
hit,
3.
hit for
Yeah, 3.
hit for Inga.
Back to Calypso.
Calypso is going to swing out with the mace one more time. Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, roll for damage.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sheesh.
And then
That's
she
really fun.
smirks. Bonus action,
Whoa.
spiritual weapon.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh
Counterspell.
no.
Right above your head
Counterspell.
forms a similar looking mace.
Counterspell.
Fragna, you're not supposed to intervene.
I know, but that's just cheating.
No, it's fine. It's practice.
Alright. I won't counterspell.
I'm learning.
I won't counterspell it. But I will. Fractum from the side is just like.
And when you summon the spiritual weapon, which I summon right over Inga's head, you get to hit right then and there.
Oof. Okay.
26. It's gonna
To
hit.
Yeah. Damage.
1d8 plus 4, so 11 more points of damage.
Oh. Okay.
And I use my reaction
Inga,
now.
I was just about to say this is probably the perfect opportunity to use your reaction.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna cast a little hellish rebuke.
Okay.
Let me read on it real quick.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, reaction which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. Point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay. So the you said DC 15?
Doesn't matter. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
So go ahead and roll damage, Inga.
Okay. I just lost it. Come back to me. Come back to me. That's 2d10.
2d10. All right. So you get to roll 2d10.
Bitch. You got that 2d10 there, bruh?
I think so.
I was gonna say, do you want me to roll or are you rolling?
No, I got it.
Okay.
8
Okay.
We
points of
gotta
damage.
hydrate the
8.
channel, but I don't have any
8.
water on me.
8.
All right.
So not as good as that 6 to 11.
All right, but that was just your
Ouch.
reaction. You still have an action left.
Yeah, that was your reaction. Now it's your turn.
Fractum's going to say, so that it's in character, Inga, attack twice. Use both your daggers.
Okay, I'm gonna gain a little bit of hype up with this now. And I will take Fractum's word and use my 2 daggers.
Okay, so 2 weapon fighting.
Calypso, even though she just got burned to shit by the hellish rebuke, has like the biggest shit-eating grin on her face. She looks fucking like excited and a little bit evil in her eyes.
Oh my god. I'm living for this. Okay,
All right, so you're rolling for the 2 daggers.
yes. How do I do that
So
again?
it's 2 separate
So
attacks.
Mitch,
That's
Mitch,
right,
would
yeah.
you be so kind? Thank you. I'm very sorry.
So the
That's
first
right. So,
attack,
so the first one that gets the +5 is a dirty 20.
Yep.
And the second one, which is just a straight roll, is a 17. So you hit twice.
Nice.
Yay.
So you get to roll damage for both of those daggers.
Okay, so
So-
I can press the little button twice.
Yes.
Yep.
So you,
Yes.
Okay.
Press it. Tell me the number. Press it again. Tell me the number.
5.
Okay.
3.
You did it.
Calypso is down.
Nice.
I'm at 32.
It was first to 25.
25. First to 25 hit points.
Oh, grand total. I thought we were down to 20. I thought we had to get
just
down
25
to 25
points,
points
total.
Fractum
Points.
Fractum throws the code chief and goes, "Yeah, go Inga."
Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Ingo took 24 points of damage
Oh.
before
Calypso-
getting Calypso at that last second. She had one
It was
point
literally
away.
so close. Literally so close.
That's a good thing though, because Calypso doesn't stop. So consider the fact that right now, if she's stopped, it's because there's a glow.
That's
Wait, does
fair.
she stop? Because I mean, Fractum is like, "Yeah, Inga won the match. Congratulations."
I think like in this moment, Inger's like, oh my god. I did it. I did it. I did. Looks at Fractum. I did it.
You did it. You're a badass.
I'm so sorry, Calypso. I'm so sorry. I mean, if you want to win, like you can hit me again. That's okay. Like it doesn't matter that much to me. Like the way that I just wanted to like part. Do you hate me?
She actually has like a relatively decent smile on her face, and she still has that like burning I want to hit something look in her eyes, but her tattoo is completely lit up.
Speaking of which, let me heal y'all.
Appreciate that.
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, that Brian said that. Fractum did.
Oh, okay.
So Inga starts glowing, and you get 13 HP back.
I feel a lot better.
And then you get the remaining HP back. And then you see Fractum's headband glow. And I cast Cure Wounds on Calypso. Yeah, so you're fully back now, also.
Oh, so we're both fully back?
Yep, you're both back to full health.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. And then Fractum looks at Calypso and says, "Good match." Looks at Inga, says, "Good match." Shake hands.
No. What is it that you wanted to know?
I want to know why you won't have good sportsmanship. Shake hands. She beat you fair and square.
Oh, sweetie. It's hardly the point. Battle is battle. Now, you had questions since apparently I lost and I keep my deals.
All right, I have a question first, if you don't mind, Inga.
Oh, yeah, no, it's okay.
Why are you such a bitch?
That's the question that
Damn.
you're going to ask, not something more like significant to who she is and like her backstory and like why she's so mysterious all the time. Like, just why is she a bitch?
Right now, she's being a total bitch.
I'm being me.
That's not an excuse.
Are you embarrassed that I beat you?
No, I'm still getting used to this. It'll take practice.
Okay.
Your turn.
Um. Just time. Okay. You're not purposely following Darian, right? Because you're miserable.
No, I am not.
So is that why you're a bitch? You didn't
I
answer
still
my
have my
question.
spiritual weapon up, right? Just want to clock Fractum just once.
I was going to assume you put it away once the fight was over, but
just one little pop. If I'm allowed.
A light bonk is all. I simply wish to bonk.
Can I just bonk?
I'll allow it. That's what
Does a 24 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 5 points of damage. That's the lowest you can roll. Just shush now. We're talking.
Fractum is going to use their racial trait, Ashen Fog, surrounding themselves and everyone within 10 feet with like a cloud of ash, and is going to creep behind you. And I would like to try to grapple.
Okay. Go for it.
I thought
Go
we
for
were
it.
just asking questions. This is getting very intense very quickly.
Wait, are we outside or are we like in the monastery somewhere?
It's one of those courtyards where it's outside, but it's like one of those square courtyards where there's buildings, like the actual. Oh my god, what do you call them? It's kind of like in Japan, where they have those
Dojos.
Gojos?
Yeah, it's kind of like that where there's the open, no ceiling area, and then everything around it is covered and inside.
Okay. My grapple check was a 7, so it's not great.
That's not gonna hit.
Yeah. Well, it's opposed. So did you roll a?
Initial grapples I thought were supposed to be attacks. They become opposed.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They become opposed when you're trying to break it.
Wunderbar. So yeah, Fractum goes to try to grab you and says, "Fine, I have a follow-up question. Would you have stopped
Alright.
had that tattoo not stopped you?"
In time.
Inga, by the way, you are outside of this cloud of ash, but like Calypso and I are both inside it.
Inger's gonna have her little light up and then just like strut into the cloud. Like, where are you guys? Okay, so then you ask the question. So then is it my turn to ask the question now? Like still wandering through the fog with a little light.
Yeah. Go ahead, dear.
Okay. Where are you from?
She just smiles. Depends on who you ask.
Okay, well, will you be honest if I let you ask me questions?
I am being honest. It depends on who you ask.
I want a straight answer from you.
A gay answer?
The gayest answer.
The queerest of answers.
We need the most non-binary answer.
Yes. Gender theft.
You wouldn't steal a gender identity.
Dibs. Just kidding.
Calypso, did you steal someone's gender? No, I'm kidding.
Are you sure you want to
You
know?
dibs someone's gender.
Yes, I do.
The hells.
Is that like an island I don't know about?
No.
So that is why you're such a bitch.
So you're like from hell? Like the afterlife sort of hell?
Hold on, Inga. If I may interrupt. By the way, you can't see Fractum at this point.
I'm still like whirling around with a little light at this point, just spinning in a circle.
Why are you with us?
Because I need to be, apparently.
Well, if you don't shape up, I don't think we're going to want you to stick around anymore.
That would make things easier for me.
I don't think it would. That tattoo tells me otherwise. And at this point, the ash cloud will disappear, but you can no longer see Fractum. They're using their hide in shadows ability.
Gonna see Calypso?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's gonna like dash over to Calypso and be like, so that's all of the questions that I really have. If you want to ask any more, you can. But you know, I'll let you ask me questions, Calypso. That was a very cool fight, and I'm really happy that you let me fight you.
Can Calypso insight check this? Because she doesn't quite comprehend how we are just ignoring the deal.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Inga, you're being honest, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then.
She's like, oh, interdimensional being? Okay.
10.
Dope.
As far as you can tell, she's being pretty honest.
Her best friend is a giant fish in the depths. She doesn't really have a comprehension of stakes.
You really don't? You're not used to most things, are you?
No, I guess. I mean, I was like living in the depths of nowhere for a really long time. So like when bigger things started like showing up, I was just kind of accepting that. I mean, I don't know what else to ask you. Like you're from hell.
As far as
Okay.
I've known.
Okay,
So
what does
might
that
not
mean?
be accurate. Huh?
Okay, what does that mean?
Evidence is arriving that my memory might not be entirely accurate. Leave it at that.
Okay. So wait, if there's a hell, is there a heaven?
I mean, there's the celestial planes.
So yes.
They're pricks.
Oh. So why are there ghosts?
You ask interesting questions.
Well, I mean, I got to know there's an up and there's a down and then the middle. Why would they want to stay? They can either go with or it's super hot or super pretty. Why don't they just go to one or the other? What's keeping them here?
I'm assuming it's not usually their decision. You do realize that all I'm aware of is how the hells work. I
No,
find
I am
desperate
not aware of
people,
that.
I make deals with them, I collect their souls and bring them back. At least I did.
Can you do that anymore?
Not so much.
Oh. Okay. Wait, was this like technically your first like human form deal?
What do you mean?
Like the whole duel and transfer of information. Was this like a deal?
Once upon a time,
That's it?
child, I'm not quite sure what you expect of me.
I don't know what to expect of you. I'm just asking questions. Is Fractum, are you still here?
Fractum is not responding anymore, but is presently just like watching all of this take place.
Okay.
So
I
in
guess they
answer to your
left.
question, you don't get an answer to your question.
Okay. Okay. I guess they left. Um. Okay, so you're from hell. So you've met the gods then.
I've dealt with one. And she indicates like the tattoos
Mhm.
across her body.
Okay. So then, like, this whole thing was his thing?
That's why I'm stuck in this mortal shell that apparently used to be mine. But you know, we don't need to go into that. Again, different people have different understandings of what I am.
Okay. Okay. Uh, well, now I've like gone beyond just accepting the fact you're from hell, and now I'm like diving into the deep lore of what that could be for like the afterlife and spirituality. And I feel like that's a lot for my young brain to process that maybe I don't need right now.
You know, you yourself have made deals. Not necessarily with someone like myself, but you have made deals.
Sure. But how different are the deals that I make compared to the ones that you made?
I know exactly. I'm the creature that they made deals with. You made deals with something else. I don't know its end intention.
Neither do I.
What is it? If you don't mind my asking, since apparently we are just foregoing the fact.
Um, he is a giant fish, a giant anglerfish, who lives in the deepest part of the ocean. And because he is too fat to leave, he gets other people to leave for him.
Why?
That he wants to know what's happening.
How old is it?
I have no idea, but he is ugly. Like, I swear he's probably like eons old. He's just gross. But I don't know. He could be a baby, and then he might get bigger. I don't think so. He has a very deep and gruff voice. Unless you think he is a demon, and I did make a soul sucking deal with him, then that might be a problem.
Is this conversation triggering any other memory flashes like the one of my soul being rendered?
Not at the moment. Which you don't know is comforting or terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does it have a name?
Goliath.
Do I know that name?
Do I know that name?
Oh, yeah.
Nope. I rolled a 3.
Oh, for Fractum. Calypso. Roll me wisdom save. Did you hear me?
I said 14.
Oh, 14. Okay, I didn't hear you. It must have.
Sorry.
You're good. 14. Yeah. You get this one like picture flash. It's really quick. It's not like it wasn't as like deep or vivid as the other ones that you've had. It's just like a flash of a picture of this dangling bright light that's like blindingly bright and also swirling with this hypnotic tone to it. That's all you get from it.
She kind of gives you this very deep, trying to read anything off of anger stare. Like, where is this child from? How the fuck did she meet this thing?
I mean, now would be the time to ask.
Yeah. She's
Inger might have
going.
some more questions in a second. She's just like processing.
How exactly did you stumble upon this creature?
Honestly, I was just swimming around. I like to explore a lot. And then I found him.
Just on your
Nothing.
own.
Yep. He was just sort of there. Or I'd never seen before.
And you thought, why not just strike up a conversation?
I mean, it was either him or my parents. So, you know, take the new company over the old.
Hmm.
And we'll tell you, he was not very friendly when we first met. He was very, very grumpy. Very grumpy. But I kept coming back until he wasn't anymore.
And you still speak with this creature?
I mean, all of this I basically owe to him. So,
Oh, so you've told him about all of us.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Descriptions or just, hey, I'm traveling with a strange group and what exactly are you expressing to your friend?
I mean, all of the big stuff that we learn, like the Leechman, when people die, Uriel's mom, I told him about that. And I keep
Not sure
asking
how
him
long
questions to try to figure out if he knows what's happening. I also talked to him about my insecurities of like being in the group and being with so many people, but like he has like less to say about that. It's mostly just, oh, don't make friends. It's bad. He asked. I mean he want he the whole thing was I would go up and see the world and then let him know what happens.
Next time you speak with him, would you mind much if I just lingered in the background, out of view, just nearby?
Oh, I would really not be comfortable with that. He's like sort of my friend, my best friend, and I wouldn't like it would feel weird having a third wheel.
Can I tell you a secret?
Does it have strings attached?
Only that you keep it a secret
I will keep
from
everything a secret.
from everyone, including your friend.
Okay.
I think I might know him. I just want to verify.
And then she really starts to think. How?
Flashes of memory from a time I don't quite remember.
So you think he might have known you before?
Darling, up until recently, I didn't know there was a before.
Well, how much of that before do you know?
Long story that I don't quite understand myself.
Okay. Well, I've been asking him a lot of questions about the things we find now. He doesn't have a lot of answers for me. Just more of keep watching. Look more into it. So maybe
I just want to see if I can overhear these conversations or if they are strictly something you can hear.
it's a good point. Let me think about it. But I can ask him more about way back in the past stuff. He might have more memories then. I don't know how long he's lived, so it might be worth asking what his earlier years were like.
Our little secret, darling.
All of this. And if I find Fractum, the duel and all of that, they're going to keep on lockdown. Because they're my friend. They have secrets too. I know that.
Secretly waiting invisibly.
Finger holds out her pinky.
Listening to this entire conversation.
What is this? What are you doing?
It's a pinky promise.
What is that?
I heard that some kids when I first came out of the waters that this was the ultimate oath.
No, the ultimate oath is written in blood.
Well, this is more intense than that.
I think Calypso has a
The
moment of
pinky promise.
dissociation.
It is the strongest bond between two humans.
Before she gives in. Because it gets her what she wants.
All of this just between us.
Just us. And possibly a bird brain floating around.
Ooh.
As you put your pinky fingers around each other,
Okay.
you feel the strange tingling sensation in your spines. Like magic has connected you both and sealed your promise for all eternity.
Unbreakable vow.
Well, I'm very
The
scared
magic
to see
of
what
the pinky promise.
pinky promise. Oh, I'm scared to see what happens when we break that. So if this whole thing is between us, and I'm gonna talk to my friend some more about your stuff, will you keep me updated on your stuff?
I somehow find you fascinating enough to agree. I don't know why.
Maybe I'm just really cool. Okay. Well, this was fun. This was really fun. Whenever I talk to him, I'll ask some questions. I'm asleep on the whole letting you linger thing. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Finger guns.
All right.
Yeah, Calypso is just standing there like, are you leaving or not?
Okay.
And
I'm
then
guessing
Inga like
Inga like shuffles
she
away.
yeah, she shuffles away because like on the inside, like Calypso is her biggest role model. So she's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god at this whole thing.
Your role model is an actual devil. That's concerning.
She's a teenager.
She's
She
a
doesn't have good
siren
taste.
and a badass. What more could a child want?
She's a teenager. She doesn't have good taste.
For the sake of brevity, we'll say that Inga shuffles off to her room, and Calypso, Fracton may do the same. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do this evening before we end this session?
I had a thing, if that's okay. But if someone else has something they want to do.
Pretty sure
All I was
Uriel
going to
got
say
lost.
is that Calypso keeps at the ground for a little bit before going to bed.
Pretty sure Uriel got lost on his way to the training ground. Is probably passed out on a bench somewhere.
Probably.
He's like, you know what? It's a long one. That alcohol got to him like, oh, I'm gonna kick
That
his-"
alcohol kind of hit you hard.
He gets about halfway there, sits down on the bench. I'm gonna kick his fucking ass and passes out on the bench.
So Fractum watches Calypso a little bit longer until Calypso goes inside, and then steps out of the shadows and starts talking to their celestial patron.
Okay. Give me one moment.
So Fractum is sort of like rubbing the band and sort of trying to summon them to the courtyard. And by the way, Calypso, this is literally just after you leave site and go back inside the building. So it is possible that you might witness this. But Fractum steps out and starts running the band. Does my patron arrive?
Can I
Um,
see if I notice?
Okay, yeah, you can maybe roll perception.
9.
No, you don't see this tonight.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you rub your headband. And do you say anything?
I just start off with I lost my cool for the first time in a while. I could really use your guidance.
You hear these hoof steps echoing from across the training ground.
Mm-hmm.
And out from the shadows steps your patron in all of its glory, with its very long mane and the shining horn upon its head. And its mouth never moves,
Mm-hmm.
but you hear it all the same when it speaks. And it says, "It's been a while since you've lost your cool, as you put it."
I don't know what came over me. I feel like that Calypso was ready to kill Inga, and it just brought me back to the incident that brought us together. I thought I was strong enough to not let my emotions control me like that, but I don't know. And Fractum just sort of like drops to their knees and like head and face and hands just sort of like starts tearing up, and it's like, I know I'm stronger than this, but there's something about Calypso that just doesn't sit with me. And the longer she stays with us, the longer I worry that something terrible will happen. Am I just being foolish, or
Factum. Did you lash out because you believed that Calypso would kill or injure the child? Or did you assume so?
I think I just assumed there was something about the glow of that tattoo that they have, and just this look in their eye that reminded me of the ones that attacked me um, that day.
Great evil was there that day. You know this, and so do I. However, and it walks like around you,
Mhm.
kind of tossing its head and its mane, and but like leans its head down to rest over your shoulder
Mhm.
in that comforting way,
Mhm.
and it says, "My dear, with the markings that she bears and the connection that she has, it is very, very difficult to break a bond such as that, especially with one as strong as he is." And it lifts its eyes, towards the sky.
Mhm. Fractum's
So-
eyes will follow, but you can see like the teardrops
Yeah.
like staining their cheeks.
It says, "My dear, do not underestimate the connection that she has. Whether she has malicious intentions or not, I highly doubt that she'll be able to get far. You have a right to be cautious." And it stands, back to its full height.
Mhm.
You have a reason to be studious and cautious in the way that you are. After all, it is very similar in energy, what happened. And with your protective nature now, reveals a lot about yourself, does it not?
It does. It does. But only because of you. Um, I can.
I only gave you a choice, an offer. You were the one to take that step.
That's true. Thank you for reminding me.
You have great strength, Fractum. You are strength. You are everything that you need to be. I will always be here as a step. But ultimately, you craft your own choices.
Perhaps that's what worries me the most. And then Fractum will smile, and sort of stand up and just bow.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that strength.
It lifts its head for a moment. Of course. And you know that I am always here in case you need me.
Thank you. Fractum would like to maybe like approach and just try to give a nice hug around the neck.
Yeah. It'll definitely allow it and wrap its head, around your back
Mm-hmm.
and give that like gentle squeeze.
We will make this place great once more.
We shall.
Until then, may your wild heart run free.
May your wild heart run free. And it slowly turns and with another shake of its mane,
Mhm.
gallops off across the training field and goes in through the wall, like into dust, basically.
Fractum sheds like one more tear and then turns to go inside.
All right. Does anybody else want to do anything before we end the session tonight? No? Okay. Well then, our last shot for the evening. I'm excited for this one. Okay, so the last shot for this evening. The scene goes black. And it opens back up to another room. And as it gently pans throughout the room, it is nice. It is filled with decorations, gold leaf everything, silver goblets and jade vases, and just wonderful silk sheets and things like that, wonderful vanities and whatnot. It is a very, very nice place with very nice curtains. And we see just kind of the chest and mouth of a character that's dressed in the finest robes, and it's a feminine figure of larger stature, with curvaceous curves, and is dressed to the nines and has dangling earrings and jewelry upon her fingers. And she wears the famous oh no, I'm rich and my husband died robe.
I love that robe.
She wears that and she's looking over some papers at her desk. And there's a knock at her door and she just says, "Enter." And a servant walks through and says, "Forgive me, Your Grace, but there is someone who would like to request your presence." "And who is it exactly? I don't have time for things like these. I have a lot of work to do." Your Grace, it's His Majesty the King. He would like to see you." "Oh, of course, of course. I will be there momentarily. Thank you very much." This is, of course, Your Grace. And they step back and close the doors. She takes a great big sigh and puts down her papers, her robe kind of shuffling. And just underneath that robe lies a necklace with a very familiar clear crystal before she covers it up again and stands up to leave. And that is where we're going to end this session this evening.
What?
Thanks.
No, you
To
can't just
be continued.
you can't just give me the visual of a goddess and not fulfill it. How dare.
Oh, very dare, but also yas, queen.
Yes, queen.
Yas, queen.
Beautiful.
To be fair,
curvy.
if you added into that she had blue skin, I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No.
No, not this time.
At this time, no. That would be granted, he would be so it's just like, you had a fucking crystal this whole goddamn time.
Well, damn.
Add another thing to the pile of things he's irritated about. But no, that's I need to make a hashtag on Reddit of I want to be a Reddit forum of this can only end well. That would go into this category. This can only end well. This can only be good, right? Right.
This is an amazing session. Thank you so much. Obviously, Sarah, I don't think you're a bitch. So
No, don't worry. Calypso is. She's a problem.
yeah, Bracton
She's
like
getting better.
Duel.
That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
This is an
Bracton was-
improvement.
Bracton was like, this, the audacity.
Yes.
I was
Bloodlust,
living
bitch.
for every
Bloodlust.
moment.
Oh, you would attack me?
All right, thank you everyone who stuck around to watch. We'll be back in a couple weeks with the next chapter of Secrets of Pandor. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. We'll see you all in the next one. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.
Love y'all.